Trump didn't waver in his condemnation of the synagogue attack. He strongly denounced all forms of anti-Semitism. He also suggested the attack would have been preventable with armed guards at the place of worship. Let's take a listen.
But this is a case where if they had an armed guard inside, they might have been able to stop him immediately. So this would be a case for if there was an armed guard inside the temple, they would have been able to stop him. Maybe there would have been nobody killed.
President Donald Trump's statement stirred quite the discussion about protecting churches, schools, and every other place that people can gather. We wanted to ask what a pastor thought about this idea of arming his place of worship. So we reached out to Matt Lang, a pastor at Christian Assembly Foursquare Church here in Missoula, to hear his thoughts on whether or not having guns present in a church would prevent a mass shooting.
Short of just frisking people at the door or having metal detectors in your church, I don't think there's any way to stop that unless it's just really open and really blatant. It would have to be the right situation where somebody spots it first and security, at a church takes care of that issue or that problem or that invader. But at the same time, with people concealing weapons and coming in, there's just no way to tell.
Lang says he falls in the middle of this idea. He acknowledges the pros and cons of armed guards in a place of worship. He stressed being a part of any form of community means compromising and looking out for one another.
We've seen many, many times things like this actually bring people together and bring communities together. And it's not saying that it's ever good that a shooting would happen to bring a community together, but I think because of people's strong faith and their genuine love for each other and the love for their community, that people will come together and really form a bond that says, we're going to get through this together.
Lang added personally he has thought about the potential threats of any type of violence in his church, stating that fear heightened in the wake of this latest mass shooting.